Good morning, I'm News 5's Chad Petrie, live on I-10 eastbound near the 7-mile marker. You may be familiar with where this is. This is the area where one can pull off the interstate on I-10 eastbound about a mile or two before the Grand Bay exit. State troopers have asked us not to show this vehicle because next of kin has not been notified yet. But what we do know is that 2 people have been killed in this crash. It is a single vehicle collision. Apparently the vehicle went off the road sometime around 4 this morning, hit a tree and ignited. Exactly what caused it, of course, under investigation, and the names of the victims have not been released. To give you again an idea of where we are, this is I-10 eastbound. What you're looking at right here is I-10 eastbound, I-10 westbound on the other side. But this is just a very small strip of roadway where one can pull over. I was told that this apparently used to be just a truck waiting area. And I have never seen anybody use it. But again, from this angle, you cannot see the vehicle, and that is intentional at this time. And this is again an area on I-10 where you can pull off even away from the shoulder. This is a strip of grass between the shoulder and the highway and the interstate, and the collision happened along this ramp here. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm WKRG News 5's Chad Petrie. Where I'm standing is an area that is remarkably safe along I-10. Normally, it would be a lot more treacherous covering a collision like this, being close to the shoulder. But here, this is a cutaway, a little small road that cuts out from the interstate. About the 7-mile marker on I-10 eastbound, kind of close to the Grand Bay exit, just a few more miles that way. We're told that a vehicle veered off the road, came onto this cutaway area, hit a tree, and then caught fire. 2 people have been killed in this collision. The cause, of course, under investigation. I believe Grand Bay Fire is here. They've got a wrecker here as well, and also Aaliyah state troopers are here. This is one of the first major collisions that we've been made aware of this holiday weekend. You certainly don't want to see something like this happen at any time of year. Aaliyah was talking about earlier in the week their increased enforcement that they usually do around this holiday weekend time. This collision happened, it was called into Aaliyah at about 4 in the 4 o'clock hour this morning, well before dawn. And they've been here for the last several hours working on it and investigating it. The names have not been released in this. We expect to learn more about what happened and the people who are the victims in this case a little bit later on. All right, I'm going to wrap things up here on I-10. I'm on I-10 eastbound, near the 7-mile marker in an area where an old cutout from the interstate that is far removed from the interstate itself, where apparently a vehicle veered onto this roadway here, hit a tree, and 2 people were killed as a result of that collision. The circumstances of this crash, exactly what led up to it or why, we just don't know. Aaliyah says they responded at about 4 this morning and are working to try to figure out what happened. It was from what I can tell from the damage to the vehicle, it would be amazing if anybody walked away from this collision. The entire front end was smashed in, and you could definitely also see the fire damage as well. We'll be waiting for more information from the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency later today. I'm going to wrap it up out here on Interstate 10. Reporting live, Chad Petrie, WKRG News 5.